Hey everyone, my name is Marshall Mind, bringing you a brand new video, and this video is going to be a simulation of Jose Aldo versus Chad Mendes, the fight that is coming up very soon. I'm gonna have the computer do the fights. It's gonna be a CPU versus CPU fight, and I'm going to commentate the whole entire fight. It's 5 rounds, full 5 rounds, and right here we got Chad Mendes coming out to the octagon from Hanford, California, USA.
Chad Mendes was an extremely accomplished wrestler before he started his MMA career. He's got great quickness, lightning fast takedowns, and he's been working with Team Alpha Male in Sacramento to improve his striking game.
All-American college wrestler. This guy is a beast. You know, after losing to Jose Aldo, this guy has gone on a tear. You know, he calls himself the Mike Tyson of the featherweight division, and when you look at the way he's been knocking out all these guys, you might want to believe him. Right here we got Jose Aldo, the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter, stepping out into the arena. He's looking really good right now.
Jose Aldo is one of the most explosive and dynamic fighters in the UFC. His leg kicks are second to none, and he has the ability to finish a fight in a fraction of a second.
Jose Aldo was and is the only featherweight champion that the UFC has ever had, and that is for a very good reason. This guy is an elite fighter. Like I said, he's a top pound-for-pound fighter. Let's see how this fight goes. Yeah, Jose Aldo 5'7", Chad Mendes 5'6", Mini Mendes. Aldo will have the reach advantage.
With the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And the referee in charge of the octagon, Mario Yamasaki. And now, this is the moment UFC fans have been waiting for. Live from Rio Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 1 loss, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, USA, Chad Mendes. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Jose Aldo.
Yep.
I gave instructions to you guys in the locker room. I want you guys to follow my orders at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Touch gloves.
They touch gloves.
This is about to happen.
Here we go. First one. You ready? You ready?
And here we go. They touch. Oh my gosh. Look at the aggression. Okay, so something tells me Chad Mendes is gonna be really aggressive. He's gonna look to take the fight to the ground. That's where he is. He has an advantage. If he wants to win this fight, he's definitely gonna have to take it to the ground. He's taunting Jose Aldo though. Throwing some bombs. Aldo is using some good movement. Trying to land leg kicks, spinning kicks. Jose Aldo goes for the takedown. Look at this. Come on, get him off. You got to recover guard. And Aldo needs to watch his stamina. He's got to posture down, let his stamina recover. Right there, Chad Mendes recovers guard. Can he get off? Nope, back to half guard for Jose Aldo. Side control. What is he doing? What is he trying to do? Back to half guard. It's very, very interesting that Jose Aldo was the one that got the first takedown. That is very interesting. But let's see what he can do with this. He's not going to mount. He's just trying to maintain. Oh, right here, he goes to the saddle position. And he stands back up. Interesting. Chad Mendes is fighting in the southpaw position for some reason. Going for leg kicks. Chad Mendes switches his stance back to orthodox. Landing some heavy leg kicks on Jose Aldo. Aldo missed that one by a mile. That one was parried. Ooh. Almost got him with that double. Nice. Aldo is avoiding all those shots. Yeah. A lot of uppercuts from Chad Mendes. If one of those bombs lands cleanly, that could cause major problems for Aldo. And he goes for another take. This is very interesting. The one person in the fight going for takedowns is Jose Aldo. Right there, as I said that, Chad Mendes gets him to the ground. Let's just hope it's not going to be that easy to get Aldo down in the real fight. And he's landing some shots. Not watching his stamina though. And they're back to the feet. Jose Aldo in the southpaw position, Chad Mendes in the southpaw position. A lot of switching stance going on in this fight. Those uppercuts, man. Look at those bombs. These guys are just going at it. Chad Mendes not really watching his stamina. Both guys not really watching their stamina. Aldo switches his stance. That was parried. Oh, that one landed. Front kick to the face. And Aldo sprawls. He's got to switch position. Got to try and take his back. Got to try and take his back. You have no stamina, Aldo. You're going to lose his position. And he lost it. Mendes recovers guard. Tries to sweep him. He's trying to sweep him. And he gets it. Chad Mendes in full mount. And he gets up. This is very interesting. And he's back to guard. Postured up. Landing some huge bombs. Stack guard. Can Aldo push him off? This is a dominant position right now for Chad Mendes. Round number 1. And Chad Mendes is landing some huge bombs in this position. Aldo seems to be stuck. Can't get out. Wow. Wow. And he reverses the position. Nice. Chad Mendes does not have any stamina left. Half guard. Someone's bleeding. That's Aldo. Aldo is bleeding very heavily right now. And round number 1 is over. I don't know who I would say won round number 1. I'd say it's a pretty even round. Aldo landed some heavy shots. Chad Mendes landed some heavy shots. Mostly those uppercuts. Aldo with a takedown. Chad Mendes with a takedown. So round one could go either way, pretty much. It's very hard to call right now. But the fight has only begun.
Connects flush with perfect timing.
Fight has only begun. On the feet, it's evenly matched. On the ground, it's evenly matched as well. Round number 2. Show of respect. Fighters touch gloves. They're back to winging bombs. Someone is getting rocked in this fight. Aldo has got to maintain forward pressure. He's the better striker. It's very interesting. This is the complete opposite to the way Jose Aldo strikes in real life. You know, he does not open him. He doesn't leave himself open this much when he fights in real life. He's a very methodical, very technical kickboxer, but in the game, he is right there. Power takedown. Chad Mendes ends up in side control. That is going to win him this round if Aldo does not get up. Total strikes. Jose Aldo is leading. No surprise there. Chad Mendes is dominating him on the ground right now. Aldo cannot move. He is stuck. Get up, and he is back to his feet. Chad Mendes has no stamina. Move in, Aldo. Move in right now. Don't clinch up with them. Hit him. Ugh. Now they're stuck in the clinch. Who's going to reign supreme? Uppercuts. Chad Mendes. Jose Aldo moves out the way. Not a lot of leg kicks from Aldo. That hurt. That one hurt. He felt that one. Interesting. The leg kicks in this fight have been from Chad Mendes. Aldo is really, really bleeding. Now that cut is opened even more. You can see the blood on the canvas a little bit. If he doesn't watch it, it's going to get worse. Oh, look at the blood right there. Aldo is busted up right now. Head kick, leg kick. Uh-oh. Back up. Oh, Aldo's rocked. He's rocked. He goes for a takedown, gets it. Perfectly timed takedown. Oh my goodness, he was badly, badly hurt. Look at that blood on the mat. Chad Mendes is busting Jose Aldo up. He gets up. It's very interesting what he did. Trying to pass. Chad's not letting him. He's doing a really good job keeping him in the guard. Can he sweep him? And he's back to his feet. Aldo has got to watch his stamina and pick his shots, or he's going to get brutally knocked out in this fight. He knows he's hurt, so he's slowly backing up, trying to recover. This is the time for Chad Mendes to move in and try to do some more damage. Chad switches his stance back to orthodox. Aldo still in southpaw. Switch. Nice. You can tell those punches from Chad Mendes, they don't have any range to them. When he throws them, it just... And he goes for another power takedown, and he gets it. He is beating up Jose Aldo. My goodness. Aldo is getting destroyed in this fight. He makes his way back to the feet. Still bleeding heavily. But he's a champion. You can never count him out. He's a champion for a reason. A lot of nice head movements. Watch your stamina, Aldo. Watch your stamina, or you're going to get blasted again. Uppercut, hook, uppercut. Chad Mendes is lighting them up. Aldo is just not watching his stamina. He's really not watching his stamina at all like he's supposed to. And one more takedown after he catches a kick. Nice. Aldo makes his way back to the feet. I don't see how this fight goes 5 rounds. I just don't see it. Someone's getting knocked out. Someone's getting finished. Aldo's trying to use some nice head movements to set up His combinations. Superman punch. That one landed. He's using that body kick. That spin kick to the body. He's using it really well. Looks like Chad Mendes is bleeding too now. And round number 2 is going to be over right here. Round number 2, that was definitely won by Chad Mendes. He rocked Jose Aldo, took him down a couple times. Aldo's busted up. This is a very competitive fight. It's more competitive than I thought it would be. Right there, he goes for a power takedown and dumps Jose Aldo, ends up in side control. Let's see if they're going to show the replay of when he hurt Jose Aldo. I don't know what punch hurt him. I think it was a hook. I'm not sure. They're just showing the same takedown over and over again. Yep, that is definitely gonna score heavily on the judges' scorecard. Ha, Ariane Celeste looking nice. Looking nice, aren't ya? Aren't ya looking nice? Round number 3. Show of respect. The advantage right now goes to Chad Mendes. He has more stamina. He's done more damage as well. He's going for, look at those combinations. He is trying to light up Jose Aldo. Aldo has got to step in. He's got to move forward. He's got to watch his stamina. He's got to use some solid combinations. And he's got to get Chad out there. He switched his stance to southpaw again. Come on. Oh, he takes him down. He caught that one. Nice takedown. Makes his way to side control. Takedowns 5 in this fight now. That is huge. That is huge. Aldo, you have got to retain your belt. You can't let this guy keep taking you down over and over again like this. He's missing with those head kicks too. Nice leg kick. Circling. Chad Mendes switches his stance, and Aldo sprawls right there. He's got to go for a submission or something. Take his back. You got to go to mount, man. Can't just sit in side control. Can't just sit in side control, Aldo. He's going to recover guard, and he might just sweep you. Got to move your way, and he gets up. Very interesting. Nice knee to the body. Come on, go in. Go in. There you go. Go in. Aldo has got to let his hands go when he notices that Chad Mendes has no stamina. And he gets him in a double under. What can he do with this? Aldo recovers over under. Double under for Jose Aldo. What can he do with this? Trying to get the Muay Thai plum. Can he get it? Pushes him off. Goes for a takedown. That one was defended by Jose Aldo. Looks like Aldo is cut on the right side as well as the left. He is getting busted up in this fight. Something has got to happen. This is the 3rd round. Move forward. Move forward. He's got to use forward pressure. This is very interesting. Chad Mendes might be winning this fight. Jose Aldo might need to finish this fight right now to retain his belt. It was very interesting. We've never seen Jose Aldo animated before a fight. Well, we've seen him sort of animated, but we've never really seen him angry at an opponent before a fight happens. And he seems genuinely, like, sincerely angry and upset with Chad Mendes for whatever reason. I really don't even know exactly what their beef is about. And he catches the kick and takes Aldo down again. Aldo went almost, yeah, he's trying to get rubber guard right now. Chad Mendes, he gets the stack guard and he lets him up and he gets back down. What is this? Look at that blood. Stack guard, what can he do with this? He might get Aldo stuck here. He let him go again and wow. That's a new one. Look at the blood on the octagon. Kick him off and he's off. But yeah, like I was saying, I've never seen Jose Aldo, you know, piss at an opponent. Now, I don't know if he's doing all that just to, you know, promote the fight. Or I don't know if it's a genuine dislike for Chad Mendes, but, you know, he's vowed to run over him like a runaway truck. Right there, his sprawls. You have got to take his back, Jose Aldo. Do not just sit there punching his body. Do something. Ugh. These guys barely have any stamina left, and it's round number 3. Round number 3 is over. Aldo is busted up. Look at all that blood. He knows he's in a fight, that's for sure.
Some of the actions in this round, and here's a nice
round number 3, I would give round number 3 to Jose Aldo. Even though he did get taken down like twice by Chad Mendes, I would say he did more damage on the feet. He landed more shots. He landed the more flashy, you know, strikes, and those score heavily on the scorecards. We are in the championship rounds right now. Round number 4. Surprisingly, no one's getting rocked again. You know, it was Aldo got rocked in round number 1, but that's it so far. They've been throwing a lot of bombs, and it's very interesting. Now, what do I think will happen in the real fight that's gonna happen tomorrow? I think Jose Aldo is gonna beat him. I think Aldo, in my opinion, he's the most technical fighter in the UFC when it comes to defense. You know, his defense is just, it's ridiculous. After watching his fight versus Ricardo Lamas, and the fact that, you know, Ricardo wasn't able to land pretty much anything on the feet, every single strike he threw. Oh, Chad Mendes takes Jose Aldo down again. Total strikes 56%. Looks like Aldo is leading. That might win him this fight if he can make his way back to the feet. But like I was saying, after watching the fight versus Ricardo Lamas, that's when I began to appreciate how technical Jose Aldo is when it comes to his defense. Every single strike that Ricardo was throwing, they were all getting blocked. Either he made a miss completely or he blocked them. The leg kicks gets him down again. Aldo is getting dumped on his head over and over again in this fight. And that is because he's being reckless. He's throwing all these strikes with no stamina. He's going to get caught if he's not careful right now because he has no stamina left. Man, if you simulate a fight like this, there's just so much you know that these fighters should be doing, but they're just not doing it. I almost feel like picking up the controller right now and just fighting because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Chad goes for one more takedown. Aldo defends that one. He's going for those uppercuts. And he trips him. Are you going to get on top? Nope, he lets him up. Aldo is using some nice head movement. He's been using that. He takes him down. Nope. And he gets it. He's going to go back in. Nope, he didn't. He didn't. Just let him up. He just let him up. Why would you let him up? Stay on top. Do some damage. I don't understand why you would let him up. Now, I don't think in the real fight that's going to happen, I don't think Chad Mendes is going to get Jose Aldo down this many times. I think he might be able to take him down maybe once, and that's probably going to be in the 4th or 5th round. If Aldo doesn't finish the fight within rounds 1, 2, and 3, Chad Mendes might be able to get him down in rounds number 4 and 5, because Aldo has been known to slow down. This has happened in almost every single fight that he's been in that goes the distance. He's just been known to slow down as he trips him and dumps him on his head. So in those later rounds, that's when Chad Mendes is gonna have the best chance of actually taking Aldo down and beating him up on the ground, hopefully getting a TKO, you know, if he does his job right. But in rounds number 1, 2, and 3, when Jose Aldo is still, you know, extremely fast and explosive, I just don't see Chad Mendes being able to keep up with Jose Aldo. It's very, very difficult to keep up with him. Uriah Faber couldn't do it. A lot of champions in the UFC, a lot of guys that you would say have tremendous footwork, and they're very fast, like Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar couldn't really keep up with Jose Aldo when, you know, Aldo was on in rounds number 1, 2, and 3. It was hard for Frankie to land anything significant. So I believe it's going to be difficult for Chad Mendes to land anything significant on the feet, and his only chance really is to get this fight to the ground, because he is not going to outstrike Jose Aldo. I don't think anyone in the featherweight division can. People are saying Conor McGregor, and it's a possibility, but it's Aldo that we're talking about here. It's Jose Aldo. This guy is a world-class champion. He's a dominant champion for a very good reason. Right there, Chad Mendes shoots a double, dumps him on his head, ends up in half guard. Look at the blood on the mat right now. This is nasty. Aldo trying to kick him off. We got 10 seconds to go. There's no time left. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a very difficult fight to call. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think should win this fight so far. This is a very tough one to call. Chad Mendes has, you know, he's dumped Aldo a couple times, taken him down a couple times on the feet. It does seem like Aldo is landing the more significant shots. It seems like he's landing a bit better shots. So that might be enough to win him the fight. You know what they say, never leave it in the hands of the judges. So if Chad Mendes knows what's good for him, he better finish this fight. He better finish it, or he might be disappointed at the end. We are about to get to the final round, round number 5. This is the round of champions. This is the round where you know who the real champion is. Man, look at that blood in the octagon. That is nasty. Well, they're back to work. Aldo pressuring. Looks like Aldo is pressuring right now. Well, not for long. Something has got to happen. One of these guys, they've got to do something drastic to take over this fight completely right now. Chad has got to take him down. Aldo has got to knock him out. He's got to do something. Superman punch. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Fight. This is very interesting. Aldo, 490 strikes attempted, 268 landed. And Chad Mendes takes him down once again. Can Aldo get back to his feet? He is trying. You can tell he knows he's got to get up. Look, got to go forward right now. This is your time to move forward. Forward pressure, Aldo. Forward pressure. Do not back up. Don't back up. Ugh. Got to use forward pressure. Let's go. Look at those bombs from Chad Mendes. Aldo has got to watch it. He could get hit with a massive bomb right now. He goes for a takedown. That's defended. Yeah, those shots that Aldo are landing, those spin kicks to the body, those are going to score heavily in the judges' scorecard. You have got to do something different right now, Aldo. He's not trying to improve position at all. He's just holding the position and landing tiny shots. He's got to improve his position. Look at that. Chad Mendes is back to his feet. One more spin kick to the body. This is a war. This is a massive war. I'm hoping to see a war in the fight, in the real fight. I don't just want, Aldo to outclass him. I want Chad Mendes to actually push this guy, from start to finish. Push Jose Aldo. Let's see how Jose Aldo handles it. Now, we've seen how other Brazilian champions have handled pressure. Junior Dos Santos did not handle pressure really well. He didn't at all. Anderson Silva, at some point in his career, he handled pressure really well against Chael Sonnen. He handled it very well, but with Chris Weidman, that failed. Renan Barão did not handle pressure well either against TJ Dillashaw. So if Chad Mendes can really put the pressure on Jose Aldo, when he thinks you're going to strike, you go for a takedown. When he thinks you're going to go for a takedown, you strike. Just keep him guessing, constantly in his face, always hitting him somehow, or trying to hit him somehow. If he can keep that pressure up, he just might defeat Jose Aldo, but he has got to be consistent with the pressure. I'm really curious to see how Aldo handles it. In this fight, Aldo is bleeding his heart out. He is just bleeding. And he drops Chad Mendes with a left kick, left high kick. And he switches his stance, southpaw. He is outstriking Chad Mendes right now. And Chad takes him down. Catches the kick and takes him down. That is a lot of takedowns in this fight, man. A lot of takedowns. I suspect it's going to score heavily. And Jose Aldo sweeps him. How do you let him kick you off like that? Aldo has got to watch his stamina. Watch your stamina, buddy. Spinning back fist. You have no stamina, Aldo. Oh my gosh, watch your stamina. 25 seconds to go. Gotta give it your all now. Chad Mendes, you gotta finish this fight. Aldo, you gotta retain your belt. Takes him down again. I really don't see how Chad Mendes loses this fight. I really don't. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you actually watched the whole video. I know it's a pretty long video. But if you watched the whole video, let me know who you think should win. And it is over. It is over. The fight goes the distance. Let's see who wins after these highlights. I think Aldo is going to win the fight, but in my opinion, I think Chad Mendes, I think those takedowns should count a lot. That's a lot of takedowns in a 5-round fight. I think that should be enough to win him the fight. He really didn't do much with those takedowns, and Aldo did, he landed, I'd say he landed more shots on the feet from what I saw, so that might win him the fight, but we'll see. Drops him. That's going to score heavy on the Georgia scorecard. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 50-45, 49-46, and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision,
Jose Aldo, he kept his belt. Nice, that is very interesting. I figured that he was going to win the unanimous decision. I don't think it's a correct decision, but you know what they say, never leave it in the hands of the judges. Chad Mendes should have pushed this fight harder and tried to finish. Let's look at Let's look at the fight stats for a second. Significant strikes, 47. Look at that, 12 takedowns. Total, 12 takedowns. Aldo, damn, look at the total strikes, 604. Aldo landed more total strikes, knockdowns, more significant strikes. So Aldo pretty much won. He won the fight on defeat. That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with this decision. I really don't. I think Chad did enough to win the fight, but like I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole video and you enjoyed it all, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe.